In 100th place is Outer Reaches by Samario with a score of 51. Me IRL is a meme that originates before the fan game. I don't know where the head mega stuff came from though. That's both tokens. Pretty quick and easy to locate them. Is this a remix of a Super Metroid track? Criteria or Brinstar? Collect key fragments to open doors. This is not the optimal way of doing the fight. I don't care. I want to give the water shield more time to limelight. Green Gemini Man. Whoa. Neat fight. One of the shortest levels we played as of late. And, what was it trying to do? I mainly remembered the enemies and that short key section. Nothing else about the stage stands out to me. So that's another stage that simply existed. And I'm surprised it placed up in tier 7. Aw man, I was told standing under the moon like this would give me super awesome were-robot powers. Have I been bamboozled? Why isn't anything happening? Tackle campfire. Without gun. In 99th place is Arcade Archives by Brash Buster with a score of 51.2. Red Demon? Red Armor? I want to try keeping my Buster only run for as long as possible, to give all these levels a fair shake. If I really wanted to destroy these levels, I'd use special weapons all along the journey, and there is fun to be had doing that. But for my first playthroughs, unless it's heavily incentivized or the game outright tells me to do it, I'm going to resist the urge to use special weapons. The only exception to this rule are the utilities. Oh no. Suspiciously empty room. At least put a power muscle or something in there. I like how this mid-boss looks. It looks like a boss enemy straight out of an arcade game with some funny eyes attached to it. Should I have been able to slide under that? Neat arena. That's it? I thought this was building up to something greater. Oh well. I'm gonna agree with Ace and Patchy on this. This feels more like an alpha build. At its core, it's a very basic stage that takes some elements from the arcade games. It goes through the motions and kind of ends on a whimper. The biggest shame is the switch blocks. They had a neat introduction, some neat setups, but their potential wasn't realized sufficiently enough. Yeah, this is not a Buster stage. If it was a Buster stage, we would actually seen a lot more interesting and crazy setups involving the switch blocks, and at least 10 other arcade-based enemies, and a custom mid-boss, and a custom boss fight. We meet again. We're gonna meet you in every single tier, aren't we? In 98th place is Hazard Hydro by Mabrick, with a score of 52.25. Mabrick. Now there's a name I recognize from Maker. Careful where you hop there. Using one of my favorite teams for X3. Good start. The gap blockers from Pumpman. More convenient to deal with using the charge shots. If it was a Buster stage, it'd be at least 10 times as better. I can't wait to see what they'll be cooking up for episode 02. Halfway down the polluted pipeworks. Repulsion magnets. They function the reverse of the magnets in Magnet Man stage. And now here are the ones that pull me towards them. Bonk. That ceiling. After a 3-stage drought, we have another stage that's doing something interesting with its gimmicks. This is literally the outside section of Toxic Seahorse's stage. Oh gosh, why did I have to put a bolt in there? To slow me down, of course. Where am I supposed to go? Down? Oh no, the checkpoint's at the start of this section. Of course. Why is this? Oh. Because they go off screen, they stop pushing me forwards. That's why I lose my momentum. Sheesh. Beam time. Nasty. My issue is how it suddenly turns off the repulsion, which messes with my movement. And there is a way to make it so they don't despawn. If I was just going for the regular route, that wouldn't be a problem. One of the situations where violating the NES limitations is probably a good idea. It doesn't help I'm playing as me IRL. Hope you enjoy your bubbled fish. I think it's also the situation where the designer wasn't aware of how exactly the respawn and despawn range worked. Splash Woman. This is already a Buster Breakdown run. Let's end it. Ignoring the token route, this is a pretty fun stage which makes neat use of its gimmicks. But that token route needs a little bit of reworking. It's a bit awkward making the jump between the second and third pillar, and having to go through the outer dam section every time you fail, that gets a bit annoying due to the prevalence of nut and bolts. It's at least a 5 to 5.5 out of 10 for me. And would you look at that, I've reached exactly 100 elements, 200 tokens, and 4700 volts. Okay. What about us? To lose the Hunter Woman. In 97th place is Skull Sands Megatale 4 by Jacksoft7 with a score of 52.35. Indeed. We're blue now. That's the special attack. The Gaster Blasters are here as well. Whoa, whoa, what's happening? Until the Sand Joes have been defeated, they create an invisible force field, preventing me from moving forwards. Right into that one. Smiley face. Oof. I knew something looked off about that. Fitting how the Sans Joes only have 1 HP. But what makes them actually dangerous is how they impede my progress. Where was 3 then? That's the thing that's messing me up the most. Not the Sans Joes or anything else. Just the spawn rate of the mini shield attackers. I wish the barrier was more obvious. This stage is a joy with its free sprites and custom enemies. It's Sand Skull the Real! With his army of Skull Minions and Gaster Blasters. I can't screen wrap, but he can. What really warms my heart about this stage is that, even though it features some of the memes, it's actually a genuine attempt at making a good stage. Victory! Even heard a little bit of the Undertale motif near the end. Did I have a bad time? No, I had a fun time. As it stands right now, this is currently my favorite level of this tier. Very creatively put together, nice introduction, escalation, and ending climax, and the boss fight was a treat, making use of all the enemies and mechanics we've seen up to that point. Hilariously, the hardest part of the stage was getting used to the timing on the shield attacker spawners. The rest of the stage was fine. This stage had some of the Megalovania memes, yet they didn't hamper the stage. If anything, this could have been far more brutal with its setups. My main criticism is that the Sans Joe movement blockers need to have some sort of visual, show some sort of barrier that ripples when you walk into it. This was actually a competently put together sand stage, and I appreciate it for that. This is at least a 7 out of 10 for me. Good job, Jax.